Chapter 18, verses 19. It says that Lord Krishna, incarnation of Lord Vishnu, is going to tell us about the three grades: best, medium, and worst of three things, that is, knowledge, uh, work, and worker. The worker, three grades we have already discussed in verses 26, 27, and 28. Now we will discuss in these verses two things, that is the knowledge, three types of knowledge: the best, the medium, and worst, and three types of work: the best type of work, medium type of work, and worst type of work. So three grades. Here this verses only says that listen to these three type of things. So the best type of knowledge, as God delivers this knowledge to us and tells us that what is the best type of knowledge that we can acquire. And in this, God says the best type of knowledge is the one in which a person sees everything as one and feel oneness with everything, means every human being, every animal kingdom, insects also, fish also, animals of all sorts, and plant kingdom, and even the basic physical things like water, air, space, energy, all types of matter and things, because we are all made of the same things. And it gives the reason for this. It gives that if I think I am Narottam and I am a doctor or something like that, so that means this is wrong. This is lack of knowledge because I am changing. Everything is changing. Only thing, knowledge that is true is that does not change. So, whatever the persons, if we talk of humans, various types of races, there are pygmies and giants, there are yellow, black, red, and white, and browns, and different nationalities, different type of philosophies and isms like capitalism, communism, socialism, and freeism, and whatever you call. And then even it goes up to that thing like we say angels, gods, means below gods, uh, God, below God, God, small gods and angels, and something like which we say like ghosts of different types and different, all one has to see the same type of thing in the existence. It says that this world, as per me, will be known by me by my senses. And my senses will know that this is a book and this is written here by my knowledge. And in this knowledge, I will have that I know this knowledge and I am seeing it, I am holding, feeling it, I am smelling it, I am hearing it. Hmm? So this is that I am enlightened. But it says that it means that I am I and you who are listening are you. I am here and you are there. But there is something which enlightens all of us, which exists in all of us. We will change. I will age and I will die and I will go back to the water, space, uh, energy, and sand and whatever elements or different types of elements, silicon and iron, copper, all these things. Where I am made of this, everybody is made of that. But something is that which is common and which will prevail, and we have to the one who understands that, then that means that has got the real knowledge. That is the real knowledge, which is existing in each and everything now, in the creation, in the universe. So we have to find out something which does not age, which does not change, which does not die. And that knowledge, when we acknowledge, this is a great thing in Hinduism, because Hinduism, it gives a great strength and a practical weakness. Like it always guides everyone to who believes in Hinduism and who gets the real knowledge that everything is one. All human beings are one. All animal beings are one. Even plant kingdom is one. So really, the person who is knowledgeable and who can put the practice into practice, that will love everyone, that will respect everyone, even the animals, even the plants, even the person will feel the feelings of even insects, even plants, even would respect the air, and will not like, now this is a great thing. If we really respect the rivers, the ocean, the plantation, uh, we will have a long existence of our planet, of our civilization, because we will respect the truth that we all are one. So, because we have lost that truth, that is why world wars happen. This country tries to capture the land and economy of that country, and this and that. We are not living in peaceful coexistence and cooperation. We are not only in competition, but we are trying to snatch from each other. From the plants, we are trying to take away the roots also of the trees, not only the leaves, the fruits, the stems, but we are uprooting the trees. We are stopping the streams of the river. We are eating away all the fish and spoiling the all the good creation of God, which is actually one. We are all one. So that is it. The real knowledge is that. So what is the second grade of knowledge here? Second grade of knowledge, God says in verses 21, that the person uh, knows this knowledge, but is has got liking and love for something, and so has attachment to and jealousy to why the tiger is strong, and why, so we will kill it, we'll shoot it out. So this acknowledges that the other things are all different, and but it acknowledges their rights to exist, but doesn't acknowledge it. It means they can be, they are there, but they are different, like the birds, like the angels, the gods, all types of human beings, insects, and all types of things, but they are of different shape, different attitude, different names, different sizes, different qualities. So the person thinks that they are all different, different. They are not same, but it doesn't. It acknowledges their existence at different things. This is the second grade of knowledge, uh, and this is called Rajas. The first one is truth, the real truth. Second is Rajas, means a sort of diplomatic, political knowledge, which is the workable knowledge of the world. Like we consider them different and we eat them up or cut them up or whatever, sometimes ruthlessly and without respect and regards to them, although we depend upon them and survive out of them. So that the third grade of knowledge is the one in which a person thinks that he is the only one and doesn't, and there is nothing that is indestructible. If the person will die, the world will come to an end, and nothing in this world exists. Like many people think there is a soul, consciousness, and also that we have our progeny, our children. We will live in our children. We will see the world with the eyes of our children. We So the person will believe just in his own body and mind and his senses, enjoy his senses, will arrogant that he is the one, and he is the one. So he has got this one life which he must enjoy and ruthlessly exploit all other things around him or her. And so this God says that this knowledge is not worth saying knowledge also, and degrades it to the word that this is not knowledge. That the one person who becomes so arrogant and so foolish that he thinks that he is the one only one or she is the one only one. And these are the three gates of knowledge. Basically, you can say the workable knowledge, though although they look like spiritual knowledge, but they are social, they are political, they are scientific, because these are the basis. And such person, the third grade, have got very low knowledge, and they are knowledgeless, and they are tactless. They are like they are not the human knowledge. This is like the animal, most of the animal, because we don't understand the mind or knowledge of the speech of the many of the animals. So here it says that it is like the wisdom, the knowledge of an animal. Although I don't believe it, I see the animals. I will not prolong it, but I have seen animals all over the world behaving very intelligently and wisely with their own selves and with others. So I don't believe that the animal sometimes has better knowledge. I think in some ways some animals than human beings. Now coming to verses 26. Now this is starting off the three types of works. So earlier was knowledge, because knowledge leads us to work, who has to be done by a worker, which we have already discussed in 20 verses, discussion on verses 26, 7, and 8. Now this is 23 verses, and is the best type of work. So the best type of work here it is, which is as per book, which is come out of experience, analysis, and found out to be the best by good, brooding upon, thinking, introspection, experience, and it has come down. So we go ahead with those works which are proven good work, right? So we work accordingly. Like I am a surgeon, I must do the surgery, not keep experimenting with the patient, and do the proved surgery, have experience in it, have knowledge, and then do the work. And then it should not be arrogant. Every time this God repeatedly says that you should not be arrogant that you are able to do this work. Because I know there used to, when I used to work in CMC, in Christian Medical College Hospital, there was one Dr. Eggleston who, when I was intern and senior agent, he used to say, I can train a sweeper. He was American. I can train a sweeper to become a surgeon. Don't think I can't do that. Know that. Okay, so that was to tell that there has to be a difference between a sweeper and a surgeon. Sweep surgeon has to know when not to pray. It has to have the real knowledge. Otherwise, the technique and skill can be acquired. So it has to be combined with the knowledge and good decisions. So has to not to be arrogant. So like then God says that the work which is done uh, without focusing upon the benefits or losses. So when you decide that a work is good, just do it, not expecting that it will, and keep on doing good works. Not if the work that does not benefit you by the way of getting honor, social, uh, recognition, material things, good friends, but you find the work is right and good. So in spite of that, don't think of this. Just do it, ma'am, just do it. It should not be that you become attached to that work. It should be the work has to be done, because if you get attached to this work, then it will become difficult to do it, because you have to go to the next work. Just do it and let go. So, like that, if you do work with proper knowledge, technique, which has been come proven and as per book, and without arrogance and without the desire for benefiting yourself, but benefiting the humanity at large, or whatever creatures of God at large, that work is the best work. Right. The second type of work, and that is kingish work or the diplomatic work. That work is that when we do the work hoping that we will get lot of materials, money, things, cars, aeroplanes, yachts, land, jewelry, and we will get lot of comforts, luxury. We will enjoy the senses, different, excellent, most costly drinks and dances, and have all types of things like sex, this, that, and we will get a lot of honor. So all these things which we think and do the work, that is the practical work which a king is do, or these people do. So they are to benefit themselves, and that also one becomes arrogant, and he thinks that he is capable, he has got knowledge and very clever, and uh, that he is able to do it quickly, uh, and he will do it again and again, because he will have that arrogance and will like to do it again and again and again. Like somebody is a serial killer, and he snatches money from someone and kills, that he will keep on repeating the thing. Or this is a very bad example, actually not bad examples, but practical life. People go after things, they get a lot of money, land, gold, and money, and then they keep on accumulating and accumulating. One good day they pop off, die off, and it is of no use to anyone. So that the things they collect, they ultimately rot off. I will tell Khalil Gibran one book. He says, I read many authors. Khalil Gibran is one author. So he says that a person had a very high quality wine, and he said first that he will open that wine bottle when his son will get married. So his son gets married, and she said, no, the head of the province has not come. So when the head of province will visit his home, then he'll open that wine bottle. The head of the province once visited his home. He didn't open that wine bottle. He said, the king must come to my home, and then I will open this bottle. Very costly it was wine. They put the wine in the sea, for 100 years, 200 years, and they take it out. That is a matured wine. So, okay, so then king never visits his home. So then he dies, and all his, small friends and neighbors, which are small ones, things come to say, "Oh, sorry," and they see the bottle. Say, "We are so sad about it. Let's have small, small packs so that we can manage our sorrow of him dying off." So they consume that bottle. So this is what happens. You collect all these things. You collect. You take. You think you are having lot of wine and liquor that kills your liver. You are smoking to glory. Oh, you get cancer. So these things are very practical knowledge. Otherwise, you see that type of works which done and does so much, extramarital sex get the venereal disease. Now maybe corona also one can get. So not only syphilis and AIDS, even corona one can get like that. So you see, these are all things which push the person into a bad situation, or the person gets attachment, and due to that attachment in extramarital affair, his own life becomes his family life becomes difficult, and he mind gets divided. So these things like his concentration is lost. So, but these persons, the second grade of workers, they are very much desire lot of comforts and luxuries, and though that's one, when they do the work, because they like luxuries, they find they cannot do the work. That's another thing cuts into them because they love luxuries. They cannot do a hard work. Ultimately, they will deteriorate and degenerate, and they will be overpowered. But the person who doesn't bother about these comforts, so in the first grade person who is able to do hard work remains healthy and strong. So these uh, people who are into luxuries, they neglect their uh, life in a way, a good life. And this is a click here. This when uh, Sometimes when they show off to the people, in the privacy they don't want to work hard, but when they want to show to the people, because they are arrogant, so they show off to the people that they don't get tired of doing the work, but in privacy they don't want to work hard, and they increase their needs very much, and they need more and more things, and they have to work more and more. So they expand their work, and so then they get into this vicious circle. So that is the second grade of workers. Now the third grade of workers. Now the third grade of workers, they are not at all bothered about the results of the sense, not that their own benefits, but they are not bothered about that this is a wrong work which can lead to losses for themselves or the world or family or the people or friends. So, without contemplating, without thinking that these can lead to bad results, so those people carry out the work that may involve violence. Violence means verbal violence, somebody is pressed and suppressed, or violence like now China has come inside India. So trying to increase its land and try to subjugate and suppress the other person into submission. So these things are like third grade, which will they are using violence. So these, I'm just giving example. I mean, so but they do not see their, the God says, their ability, because such people overestimate themselves. Ultimately, like Hitler or the Roman people or any people who had great things, they overestimated their capabilities. The Hitler was sort of had conquered a lot of places in Europe and even in South Africa. But it attacked Russia also. He was, he was not able to see his ability, or she. This is an example again, means these people take up the works which they are not capable. And just because they are attached to do this work, they love to do this work without thinking of their capabilities, without thinking that this will harm it, right? Though they will go ahead with this thing. So they are the foolish people because they are not sensible people. Their stupidity is in very high in them. They are top of stupid. God uses the word as stupid for them, and they do not bother that they will be at loss or the other person will not. They're capable. How much they will get, bad name, and people will leave them, and this life and the next life will become bad, and they themselves will one day think that what bad work they have done. In their own eyes, they will fall down, and sunny people will die, like we are now using insecticide, cutting the forest, destroying the ocean life, and all these things are going to one day the human beings will also disappear, like many species are disappearing for sure, because we are not different from them. So they people do not have any respect for the good philosophy, good principles, and good beliefs. They are not bothered about their dresses, their behavior, and the feelings of others or the pain to others. Uh, they do not develop their skills, but just unskilled, they go ahead with the work. Like somebody says, "Okay, I'll fly the plane," and he is not qualified. Recently, to saw that many pilots of Pakistan International Airlines were not really qualified, had fake certificates. They would, and one plane was also down there, maybe because of this. So this is unskilled people take up very skilled jobs. Uh, so without thinking, without proper, they do not select the proper time. They are not wise. They are not skillful. They are not knowledgeful. They don't have the right resolve, right power and ability, and just go ahead. And that's it. These are wonderful knowledges by God, and glory to Lord Krishna, glory to Lord Vishnu, glory to God. This is good knowledge, and need to be brooded upon by me. If you like, you subscribe to my channel, press the like button. If you want other people to have this knowledge, share it, and we shall meet again.